Hello and welcome to a Smurd P video, and today we're looking at Transformers Studio Series Transformers ONE Sentinel Prime in these new rehashed boxes from Hasbro Pulse. So the new bits about this, it tells you how many it can change on the front, so 17 steps, 8 plus, nice beautiful work there. Then all the logos down here, open box, which I think is very important, especially to stop those people from stealing it. The box does feel a little bit big for this one figure, but I guess he's got a reasonably sized backpack. Nice little side there, Autobot logo, Voyager class. Why has he got an Autobot logo? Was he an Autobot? He was evil anyway, it doesn't matter, whatever way you put it. And then it just gives you some promo pictures. It's off different poses, which is cool. And then the animated version up there. Sentinel Prime is the leader of Icon City and fights to save Cybertron from the Quintessence. So if you're buying this and you've never seen the film, they've not spoiled anything for you. Spoiler alert, he's the bad guy. And he's brought the Quintessence to Cybertron, if I remember correctly, as part of some weird deal. And on the side, we have this nice box art. I guess the thing is, if you're mint in collector box, this may not match up to previous releases. However, on its own and being brand new, this side looks pretty awesome. And it will look pretty awesome on your shelf. I'm pretty darn sure of that. So without ado, let's get a Sentinel Prime out of his packaging. Firstly, it is very nice to have some new Transformers material. I've got to admit, it's been a bit of a dry spell from my perspective. I know other people have been getting their Transformer fix, but for me, I haven't had Transformers sort of new updated versions for a long time, and I think the floodgates have opened because I'm sure my pre-orders are about to all ship at once. So Transformers is back on the menu to begin with. One thing I will say, this is meant to be Voyager class. Now, compared to Deluxe class, I don't feel like he's much bigger. So, that's a worry that perhaps prices are going to jump up. This is around the £30 mark. Compared to a Deluxe, not much bigger. But Studio Series, I do admit, do have a certain quality to them. Now, the other thing you may have already noticed is there is no film backdrop. So I'm not sure if that's been dropped for all of them, but in particular for Sentinel Prime, they've dropped it. So they've either thought, why are we creating this wastage? Because that's what it is. It's creating wastage in the world. And do the fans want it? Now, if they've been watching my videos, I sort of say, well, this isn't for me, but there could be people out there that it is for them. And that is probably the last time I will ever mention backdrops. And in a couple of months, I'll probably say, wouldn't this have been a really cool backdrop? Like any reviewer, all we do is moan sometimes. Anyway, this figure, other than my little gripes, is actually quite nice. I really liked Transformers 1. I liked it better than what I thought. But some things were predictable, you know. I guess when you get to over 40, you've seen a few things, you understand a few things, and then you can predict a few things. But not always the case. Sometimes I'm taken by surprise. So in terms of how he looks, so first of all, let's just look at the shield. So he has this shield on his arm, and he has these two weapons. The frustrating thing is, well, actually, maybe I found my loophole. Yes, sort of. You can put them on the arms. That was going to be my loophole moment, where it's like, you can put them on the arms, or in the hand, if you so please. Let's just stick that in the hand, because that hand's free. So we can be holding the weapon quite graciously. Now, once you take out the guns, the shield looks a bit pansy. Pansy, is that the right word? It doesn't look as cool as with the guns on it, because you've got these great big holes in the middle. Other than that, it's an alright design. It sort of reminds me of a logo, maybe a little bit towards the Decepticon logo. And if we just carefully, he says, that's not going to come off, is it? That's good. Boom. And it just sticks on this little peg. So just take the shirt off quickly. I think he looks really, really nice. I love the colors, the sort of, but you do have a mixture of gold and sort of yellowy gold. It's not consistent throughout. You can see a few pins about, not necessarily a bad thing, but I think he's actually turned out really, really well. He does have this big, he's not standing up still. Nope, that's not to flick out. He does have these big wig spans at the back. Now you can clip them on as well, because that's pretty much how the mode, the plane mode works as well. You can do that, but I think they're all right. The fact that you can maneuver them sort of gives you a little bit of flexibility of how you want this to pan out. Oh goodness, I went a bit too far there. There we go, let's bring that in. But I like it like this because I feel like them behind him create a sort of a present in terms of the character. Now this is going to affect some articulation. The head can go all the way around. Wow, that feels different, that circular motion. No, not really. There's not really any movement there. The hand, whoa, that goes really loose. Weird. Wow, that's... Are they using something different there? Nice movement there. You do have a spin there. And, yeah, just a single on the thing. No movement on the hand, which is disappointing because I feel like that could have been achieved with that. You do have swivel on the waist. Can go up. Oh, can go down. Go forward, go back. Ooh, a little bit of movement. It does just have a sort of a single knee thrust. He needs you in some areas you don't want to be kneed. Yeah, so sort of a little bit of movement there and so forth. But yeah, I think you can get him into some really, really cool poses. I dig this figure a great deal. I'm quite impressed. I would have liked it if you could have put the shield on the back somewhere, but then I think to myself, he's got a big enough backpack anyway. So, without ado, let's transform him into his old mode. Well, we sort of transformed him. It wasn't the mode I was expecting. Now, do you know I was saying how as you get older, you sort of become a little bit less surprised when things happen? This was a surprise. Bear in mind, when I see releases, I pre-order, I don't look too deep into them. Maybe this has all been shared before and I'm just a goose who clearly didn't know that there was a secondary mode. But I dig it. I really, really do. And it's simple in terms of changes. You just bring up a little thing to cover his mouth. Makes him look more like a prime. You pop up a few bits. This comes forward and becomes almost like a ray gun. His shield is still his shield. You bring these bits round. You know, in terms of his legs, he's got these little guns on there. And obviously this becomes jets as he's flying around, causing chaos and ripping butts to shreds. A fantastic concept. And now that makes me feel a little bit more like the cost was perhaps a little bit maybe more justified, because they've come up with this really cool secondary mode which looks damn gorgeous. Do you know what, this secondary mode, I'm more impressed about this than the first robot mode. So yeah, wow, well done Hasbro. Take my hats off to you. Sometimes you do surprise me, but I'm generally quite satisfied with Studio Series. They always seem to create a little bit better in terms of bots, etc. So now, without ado, hopefully there's not a third change in there. I'm going to change him into his actual jet mode. Yeah, wow, was not expecting that. Okay, here is Sentinel Prime and in their jet mode, and I think it looks absolutely fabulous. It's a very, very clever transformation, a lot of fun, no weird kinks, which sometimes you get with Studio Series. And Studio Series, I always feel like they give the best transformations. They make it a little bit more technical or make little cool moves. And that's what I got here. I got a really cool transformation, a lot of fun. And I think it looks really, really great. The shield fits on top nicely. The guns go on the side. Have a little closer look. Nice little detail all the way around. Got a couple of blasters at the back as well. See if I can do this without it falling. Oh, please don't fall. Oh my goodness, I'm surprised I didn't fall. And then you got the jet thrusters at the back and the arms there, which sort of double up. I think if they folded, I think they would make great little sort of iron cannons. I think I would have preferred that. I think that would have worked really well. Let me just, oh no, it's stuck on there. So from underneath perspective, this is how it looks. Just add that in there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it's still staying up. What on earth is going on? Must be Friday, my lucky day. So yeah, great alt mode. I think this is absolutely stunning. I think, considering what I thought at the beginning of this review, by the time I finished it, this is a figure to get in my mind, especially if you like that film. And that film had a lot to live up to. If you think about hardcore G1 fans, we can sometimes be a nightmare. And like I said, I didn't have much hope for it, but that film I enjoyed. I really did enjoy quite a bit. So there we go. There is Sentinel Prime. And hopefully this is the first of many Transformer reviews to come up in the upcoming weeks. So if you do like my channel, please do subscribe. I'd really, really appreciate it. Make sure you look after yourself. Very, very important these days. Thank you everybody that subscribed. And as always, embrace geekiness. Take care. Goodbye.